I'm not expecting to actually look into this and find anything. I'm not that guy. I'm the guy who pretends that something's gonna stick out to him. He's like, oh, let me just change this, and then it magically fixes everything. Do you see this? It hid the other side. Wait a sec. It worked. It actually worked. I think the primary issue is that I feel like this 6DOF gizmo is just completely inconsistent. Like sometimes it just gives me completely inaccurate constraints based on what I would expect. And I don't know if it's me not understanding it, but I feel like, so if I go upper limit, I also don't understand like what these two limits represent, but this has like, it creates two limits, but like, where's this offset limit coming from? Like, why is it like, I know it has something to do with the position of the physics bone in relation to the origin of the bone itself. Cause like if I move this, then that completely changes. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. I'm just frustrated. And now I'm looking at like Godot Jolt source code and Godot engine source code and trying to see if there's anything with, because this is for the generic, yeah, this here, create generic 6DOF joint gizmo. So that could be for that, but this is also part of the physics bone joint, whereas there's an actual 6DOF joint node. So I don't know if they do the same thing or, I don't know, man. I just feel the need to rant right now. That's mostly what I'm doing. I was curious if Jolt is doing anything differently with their physics server implementation. Because here, this Godot physics server 3D, I know that all of this is re-implemented by Jolt. So this generic 6DOF joint set flag. I'm not expecting to actually look into this and find anything. I'm not that guy. I'm the guy who pretends that that something's gonna stick out to him. He's like, oh, let me just change this, and then it magically fixes everything. This shit doesn't, like, look at this. Create generic 6DOF. How am I supposed to look at this and understand anything that's going on? Well, I guess these are, okay, so this is iterating over the axes. Wait, actually, is this re-implemented by Jolt? Okay, wait, so there was no create generic 6DOF joint gizmo in Jolt, so that's not re-implemented. So I feel like it's safe to assume that this is called. And where is this called? This is called in physics bone. Okay. So this is 100% called. Angular limit, lower, angular limit, upper. I feel like I'm starting to believe. Transform 3D, physical bone 3D. By the joint offset. I don't know, this doesn't mean anything to me if I'm being quite honest. Okay, wait, let's put that there. And let's go back here. Okay, so P offset. What is this? This is a transform 3D. Return joint offset. What is joint offset? Set joint offset. What is the offset? Oh, it's this. That's fun. Thanks for this. Oh. Well, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Goddamn matrix. So let's assume the offset's correct. And what is the second parameter? Was whatever the hell PTRS joint means? Transform joint? Something. Okay, so yeah, transform joint. Transform body A, transform body B. I'm curious what body A and body B are in the context of this physics bone joint. Because with typical joints, you have like a, if I do a generic 6DOF joint 3D, you typically have node A and node B, and those would be like physics bodies, right? So in this case, when it's a physics bone, I don't know. Oh, well, I guess it's, yeah, okay, wait, hold on. It's, before you even do that, I can see angular limit, upper angle. See, this is what I would expect to see. This is what I want to see on the physics bone gizmo. Oh, I'm not crazy, okay? I'm not. Oh, I'm so happy. And then look, oh, it's beautiful. It's wonderful even. I could cry. That's all I want to see. It's just so easy. It's so easy to understand. Yeah, I am curious. Like if I was looking, I hit a breakpoint there and I looked at what PvP is, like what physical bone this is. Okay, we're done compiling. And we should be able to debug it now. Now this should be the only 6DOF gizmo, yeah? So let's add a breakpoint here. Oh, Mixmo rig right arm. Okay, we got it. Now I'm very curious what this is gonna be. This is what we're doing this for. This is gonna be exciting. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. PBP. What do we got? Okay, this is either gonna be, I don't know what this is gonna be actually. Mixmo rig spine. Of course. It's so obvious when you think about it. And let's move the spine to this guy. Okay, so we do see that change, huh? Yeah. Okay, so that's good. So this one we don't care about. This one that's moving, we can ignore that completely. Which actually I should make a change in the source code right now to remove that one completely, I think. The only problem is I don't know what that's being drawn. Well, actually, no, I think I do know. I think all I'd have to do, so I think the main culprit is in here, in this points here, that's being passed in here. And that points is being accumulated in the create generic 6DOF joints gizmo that is being passed in here, or in here rather. So I think what I should do is create a second vector and pass that in place. So here, if we're joint type 6DOF, okay, well, I'm only gonna do it for 6DOF right now. So we'll have points and points B. Let's just see if this works. And then here, this is gonna be a reference to point B, points B, thank you. And then now we're only going to pass points in for the points A. And I think, I don't know, that might be it. Let's find out. Recompile. You know, Carlos, I do not like your attitude, sir. I do not appreciate that attitude at all. No, that's totally not. Are we doing things wrong and then just rewriting the engine instead of solving the problem? Absolutely not. Oh, yeah, that's 100% what I promise you. That is exactly what we're doing. But you know, running 11 hours stream, that's like, we're not going to do anything other than that. At this point, no, productivity went out the window like after the first 4 hours. How long ago was that? 7 hours ago? Yeah, productivity went out the window 7 hours ago. Now we're just having fun. Now we're just learning. We're just exploring, you know? So I'm roaring, ready to go. Wait, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you seeing, Quellis? Do you see this? It hid the other side. Wait a sec. It worked. It actually worked. Now we only have the one. But the question is, does this accurately represent how this arm moves? I thought it looked good an hour ago, low-key. You know what? Okay, so it's not about how it looks, it's about how it does it's about how well it respects my idea about what it should do. Like I don't really care if it looks good or bad right now. I care if I can make it do what I want to do so that later on, when I'm not so deprived of everything that a human needs to live, I can actually make it look good. Because I don't want it to like accidentally be acceptable. I want it to be something that I can configure to be as like exactly how I want it, you know? So yeah, it's not great right now, but it's at least doing what I expect it to do. And the fact that it's based on this shit is great.